Hello everyone, welcome to this video. It's great to see you all again. I'm here to share with you my Korea Depart haul. Their website that I've just started to get into for the very first time. You guys actually made the recommendation to me on my favorite places to shop for Asian beauty products video that I put up. I'll put the link to that down below in the information bar if you haven't had a chance to see it already. But on there I talk to you through different sites I like to get my Asian beauty products, hair care, skincare, makeup, everything overall. And you guys made some great suggestions, one of which being Korea Depart. Now, I was on there for the very first time and I was just overwhelmed with the amount of selection they had and the fabulous prices. Here's the deal, if you're used to shopping from places like eBay for your beauty products, although many sellers offer free shipping, you have to take note that the free shipping aspect is actually not really free. It's calculated into the listing selling price of the product itself. So if you are buying from a place like Korea Depart that calculates shipping separately based on the weight of your entire package, and if you're making a slightly bigger order of multiple products, you are actually going to be saving quite a lot of money. So that's what I did. I made a small order through them, and if you are at the end of the video interested in doing your own order for the first time, I highly recommend that you click down to the information bar, open and read my corresponding blog post to this video, which will run you through the specific steps and what to look out for, because Korea Depart does do things a little bit differently than a lot of other e-retailers. So I want this video to be all about the goodies inside the box, so let's get going, shall we? The very first thing I have in here is from Holika Holika. You may remember from my March beauty favorites, I talked about this BB cream called Luminous Silk, and it's in fact what I'm wearing on my face today. I'm not wearing any primer or concealer, just a BB cream and a touch of powder on top of that. Well, I had heard that the Luminous Silk line actually came with their own compact powder, so that's what I went for. This is the Luminous Silk Aura PACT SPF 25 PA++, and I have the lighter of 2 shades available, which is just called number 1. That is supposed to correspond with the BB cream itself, which is also in shade 1 that I have. This is 13 grams of powder, which is quite a lot of product, I think. Comes in this beautiful sort of chrome looking pink case with the lace design on top of that. Pop this open right here. Nice convenient mirror. Has a little puff like so, and you have this plastic flip lid which keeps your powder separate from your sponge. Great little thing. I really like the attention to detail here. What you will see in this compact is an embossed design, actually engraved design into the powder. This is the lightest shade, like I said, and I am about a MAC NC15 to NC20. Looking at this, it could be a pretty decent match to my skin, but I will say that a lot of just Korean compact powders or loose powders in general do tend to apply lighter than what they look like in the pan, so that's something to take note of. But again, this is the lighter of 2 shades available, and I can't wait to bust this one out and wear them together because I think they're meant to be a great match. Now next, moving on and continuing, I suppose, with the Holika Holika brand, I have here the most adorable blush product. I mean, just look at this. This is called the Love Fantasy Blusher, and my color is number 3, which is 1 out of 4 colors in total, I believe. There's a contouring sort of cinnamon bronzy shade. There's a pink, of course. Then there's a peach color, which is also very beautiful. But I decided on a red shade, and this is definitely unique amongst my blush collection. Take a look at this. It's a red / hot pink heart in the middle, definitely more red tone than anything I own currently, and it has 2 other corresponding pink shades with it. So I believe what you're supposed to do is take this cute little puff right here, put it into the blush and apply it onto your cheek. So what you'll get is a little pop of color in the center and blend it out into a nice gradation around the edges. That's the concept. I'm not sure exactly how this will work yet, as I haven't used it myself, but it sounds very interesting, and I think the color is very, very pretty. Looks to be a matte color in the center and a shimmer highlight on top and a bit of a semi-shimmer on the bottom, the pink. So great stuff right here. I've been eyeing this for a long time as well. The Love Fantasy blusher from Holika Holika. Alright, next up is something from the brand called Too Cool for School. Absolutely, can't make this up. They're a brand that has a lot of really cheeky products. I mean, they have, BB creams, of course. They have, I believe, eyeliners, blushers, a few eyeshadows. It's not a very big line, but they do have some very adorable products. And I picked this one up, which is called Marshmallow Puff. Now, this is the Beauty Blender-esque type of sponge. Comes in white and pink. I have the pink variation. Very squishy. It's a very interesting material that I've never encountered before. I don't own a beauty blender or anything similar, so I'm interested to see how this functions and just works overall. I believe you can wet this, but I'll have to run it under the sink and see. A lot of people really consider the beauty blender type of sponges to be their holy grail method for applying base products, for even coverage, for buildability in terms of layering their foundations and such. So I'm going to give that one a go as well. Next, let's talk about something about my brows. Many of you have complimented me on my eyebrows and how they look, so thank you. I'm very flattered. I don't have very much brow hair, so let's say it that way. And without filling them in, I am quite expressionless and I can't make my silly faces. So I do prefer to fill my brows in with a powder, more or less. Now, I do have a brow pencil that I love from Dior, but altogether I find brow pencils to be a little bit heavy and a lot of them come off with too much color. So I picked up another brow powder. This one is from the brand Nature Republic, which some of you may have heard of before. They're not quite as popular as, say, Skin Food or Etude or Misha, but they are quite big in Korea. I have here the Brow Powder Duo, which comes with a mirror and 2 corresponding brow shades. Now, my variation is number 1, which is the darker of 2 shades available. And as you can see, they're a satin-looking brow product. 2 shades, a dark smoky black with a tinge of brown, more of a cool tone, I would say, and then a lighter brown color. It does come with a spoolie and a little applicator, which I think looks kind of rubbish. So what I'm going to do is switch in my Knable Kate Designing Brow Palette that I love a lot, that I've shown you previously in different videos. I'll take that brush, I think, and put that into this compact. I love how small this is, and the colors do look quite fitting for my current hair color. So excited to give this a go. I'm always sort of a little bit, extra excited about brow products, since I'm always looking for something great for my brows. They're one of my, I suppose, weak points. When I go sort of bare face, I feel like I'm so naked without my eyebrows. The next thing I want to show is from a brand you guys probably have not heard of before, and to no surprise, they're very, very hard to find, and I have only recently been introduced to them, and I was sort of looking for them all over the place. This is the Korean brand ETUDE, and they take a lot of natural extracts and fruits and things from nature and put it into their skincare mostly. They do a large range of skincare, but they do make some base products and a few sun creams, sunblock, face powders, base products more or less. So this is a relatively new one, I believe. This is the ETUDE Flawless Cover BB cream right here, Flawless Cover BB cream. My shade is number 13, which is the lightest of 3 shades available. This is also SPF 30 PA++. Now, I did do a little swatch of this, and I was very, very surprised that this is actually a matte BB cream. So that might be a good thing. Some of you out there, if you're looking for something like this, I do tend to prefer the more luminous, glowy look for my base products, but this was certainly a surprise. So I will see how this works out. I don't have too much to say about it right now, as I haven't used it on my face sort of all over, but it does look promising. It's got a decent SPF for the springtime. We'll see how the color works out for me, as I haven't again had the opportunity to use it all over my face. But interesting that it's actually a matte product. Next thing I want to show here is the Etude House sponges. Come in a pack of 2. There's different shapes to fit the Etude House compacts, but more or less the size of the sponge is pretty universal across all compacts. They're either square, or they are sort of rectangular, or they are the circular ones. But I really think the quality of a lot of sponges I've gotten from Korean compacts, powders, things like that are great, and they last a long time, and they wash very well, and they keep for quite a lot longer than many of the others I have from the drugstores over here. So I bought a pack of this, very inexpensive. I highly recommend you guys get a bunch of these if you are making an order. I mean, they're light, so they're not going to take up a lot of weight and be much more expensive to add to your shipping, but they're great stuff to have around, so you can switch up your dirty compact sponges. Last thing I have in here is again from Holika Holika. I was on the fence about this product for a long time. I wasn't sure if I really needed it, but I really wanted it. Let's say it that way. This is the Jewel Light Waterproof Eyeliner in the color number 8. Now this is a champagne pink, which is beautiful, I think, from the swatches anyways, right underneath the bottom liner, almost as a tear duct liner, or just all the way around the bottom. I think this will be beautiful. We'll have to see how this one works and how it stacks up against other products I have, but I do prefer a pencil for this rather than a shadow. I find the shadow is not quite as precise unless I use a very small brush. The pencils just make it so much easier to get a very fine line of shimmer on the lower lash line. So these are all the products I picked up from Korea Depart. Again, if you are interested in making your own purchase for the very first time, please go and read my blog post. I think it'll make your life a lot easier, and it'll put you at ease in terms of their shipping and ordering process. If you have questions and comments, by all means, leave me something down below in the comment section. You can see more photographs and exclusive, just direct links to the products I just talked about over in my blog post as well. And of course, if you want to get in touch with me, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, and always on my blog as well. Or write me an email even. I have an email address that I answer to pretty frequently. So talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.